Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Tangeni once again. I'm back with another video. So, so today I'm going to do our Forex Factory tutorial. We are going to show you how to use the Forex Factory calendar. How to use the Forex Factory calendar. If you are new here, if you are new to my YouTube channel, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I post a new video, guys. So let's get into the video. Okay, the first thing, as you can see here, we are on the Forex Factory website, as you can see here. So now the first thing that we have to do now before entering any trades, guys, before entering any trades is for you to look at the date. The date, okay, the date, as you can see here, it's November 13, November 14, November 15, November 16, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and Monday. So now here I'm going to go into details. I'm going to go in details on how to actually trade the news, guys. As you can see here, the first thing that you have to do, as I said, you have to look at the date of an event or the news release. So now the second thing is the time that the news will be released. So now we have to go to the Forex Factory and change the time to suit your continent or your time zone by the time that the news will be released, guys. So you have to go to Forex Factory and then you change the time so that the time can suit your time zone where you are. So as you can see here now, let's go for an example. We have CPI. Okay, CPI happened on Tuesday, November the 14th. It happened what time? At 3:30 p.m. This is 3:30 p.m. as you can see, 3:30 p.m. here. USD, this is the currency. And core PPI, CPI, CPI, stuff like that. So you have to check here now. And the second thing is you have to check at the impact. So now the impact expected on this one, it will be higher impact expected, not like this orange one, which is a medium impact expected. As you can see here, medium impact expected and a high impact expected, which is red. And then you have to check at the news release name, the name of a news that will be released. And then the second thing is, guys, you have to now look at the what details of the news. You have to just click here and then you see the details of the news or this kind of thing. Once you open it, it will go to the details. Now let me just show you quickly on CPI quickly. Okay, here is the CPI, and now let me just go quickly to the details now. So I did click on the details as I said, and here are the details of the news. Now this is the history when it was released, or the date or the months that it was released. Here is the actual forecast and previous. The previous one, you have to pay attention to the previous one, the forecast one. And the most important one that you have to pay attention to is actual one, the one that is the one that will be released. So now let me just go through in details. Now as you can see here, the source of the news release, Bureau of Labor Statistics, measures change in the price of goods and services purchased by consumers excluding food and energy. Usual effect, actual greater than forecast is good for currency. Actual greater than forecast. Actual greater than forecast is good for currency. Let me just go into details now, as you can see here. Okay, as you can see here now, the previous one, it was 0.3%, and the forecast one is 0.3%. What came out, the actual one, that what came out during that day, the date of the news release, the actual one, the one that came out, it was 0.2, which is too bad for the currency, guys. Now, meaning that we are selling the US dollar. We are selling the US dollars. What does it mean for the currency pairs that are paired with the US dollar? So now let's look at USD JPY. USD JPY in this case, it has to sell because of this news release at that time. You have to sell USD JPY. You also have to sell USD CHF. You also have to sell US dollar card, meaning you have to buy gold. You also have to buy Bitcoin. You also have to buy Euro USD. You also have to buy GBP USD because what came out is lower than expected. That is what it says here at the usual effect. Okay, usual effect, actual greater than forecast is good for currency. So what they have forecast here is lower than what they have forecast. What the actual is lower than what they have forecast, meaning that it's bad for the currency, which in this case is the US dollar. I'm talking about now core CPI. CPI new frequency released monthly about 16 days after the month ends. It is mostly released every month about 16 days after the month ends. Next release date. The next release date is on December the 12th, 2023. So on December 2023, you have to come back at Forex Factory and check on this date, December 12th, 2023, then you can trade the CPI news. So now FF notes food and energy prices account for about a quarter of CPI, but they tend to be very volatile and distort the underlying trend. The Federal Open Market Committee usually pays more attention to the core data. So do traders. Why traders care now? Why ask the traders care? Why do we care about this core CPI? Consumer price count for a majority of overall inflation. Inflation is important to currency valuation because let me just quickly restart again. Consumer prices account for a majority of overall inflation. Inflation is important to our currency evaluation because rising prices lead the central bank to raise interest rates out of respect for their inflation containment mandate, also called CPIX food and energy underlying CPI. Acro expand consumer price index CPI consumer price index. So guys, as I said, this is how you trade the news now. I'm also going to go to the chart. I'm going to show you the chart how to actually trade this news release. Now as you can see here, as I said guys, you just click here if you want to see the details. Now on that date, as I said, this was actual, the one that came out is lower than what is forecast, meaning that it is bad for the currency. So now we are going to the charts now to show you on that day whether the USD pairs bought or sold. So if you don't know how to use the Forex Factory calendar, guys, watch until the end so that I will link a video where to explain to you now, the video that explain in details how to use the Forex Factory calendar. But in this case, we are doing how to trade the news, in Forex or stocks and other commodities. So guys, stick around, watch the full video. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, turn on the bell notification so that you'll be notified when I post a new video. Like the video if you have enjoyed it so far. So guys, let's get into the charts so that I can show you how I would actually trade CPI. Or let me just go into in other details now. Let me just show you another example before I go to the chart examples. Let me just show you. Okay, now let's look at here. In this case, on Thursday, November the 16th, we had news on US dollar, which is unemployment claims. Unemployment claims, guys. Now let me go into details now how to trade this unemployment claim. Okay, unemployment claims now, it's the number of people that have filed for unemployment in the US. Now as you can see, they said what this one is the previous one and this one is the forecast one and this one is the actual one. So meaning that on this day it was good for the US dollar because what came out is bigger than what is forecast. So now okay, let's go to the details of the news now. The source, Department of Labor, measures the number of individuals who filed for unemployment, as I said, insurance for the first time during the past week. Usual effect, actual less or let me just correct, let me just make a correction here. Actual less than forecast is good for currency. Let me show you here. Okay, now here in this case it is bad for the US dollar. Let me just make a correction there. Here what if actual in this case it is 231k, meaning that it is much more bigger than what is forecast. So now meaning that this one is bad for the currency pairs because many people have filed for unemployment. This number is bigger than what is forecast. So, okay, now frequency released weekly, usually on the first Thursday after the week ends. Next release will be on November 22, 2023. FF notes, this is the nation's earliest economic data. The market impact fluctuates from week to week. There tend to be more focus on the release when traders need to diagnose recent developments or when the reading is at extremes. So while traders case, although it is generally viewed as a lagging indicator, the number of unemployed people is an important signal of overall economic health because consumer spending is highly correlated with labor market conditions. Unemployment is also a major consideration for those stealing the country's monetary policy, also called jobless claims or initial claim. So now let's get into the chart so that I can show you how I would trade this uh, unemployment claims or CPI, guys. So I will go back to the chart and check on the November 14th on Tuesday at this time at 3:30 p.m. Okay, as you can see now here, we are on the chart and I'm gonna show you now how the DXY moved on that day. So let me just go back on the 14th of November, as you can see here, guys. As you can see, huh? Here we already have a break of structure. We already have a break of structure there. Let me just quickly clean the charts quickly. Okay, as you can see, guys, as you can see now, we have a break of structure already to the downside. As you can see, now we were currently in a pullback now. So what would you have done? What would you have done? So as you can see there, the DXY is coming off the supply zone. It's coming off the supply zone here, as you can see. So that is where, okay, now the market structure is already bearish. As you can see, we have a break of structure, a change of character, break of structure to the downside, a pullback, and then a sell, break of structure, a sell, then a break of structure again. So now, okay, on that day, let me just quickly go to the time that the news was released. It was around, yeah. Okay, let me just quickly go on H1. As you can see on H1, as you can see there, you see, let me just go on this candlestick. On this candlestick, guys, huh? Guys, it was around at 3 p.m., 3:40 p.m. So, but the actual time, the news that it was released, uh, it was at 1300, and now I'm using the UK time here. On the chart, I'm using the UK time, which is exactly 3:30 p.m. on Forex Factory. Guys, as you can see here, guys, the news, okay, the CPI, hmm, the CPI news release at 1, you would have just sold here, guys. You would have sold here, and then you just put your stop loss where? You just put your stop loss here, and then any target that you wish to get, you would have, I would have at least uh, targeted a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio, as you can see here. It would that is what I normally target, guys. That is what I normally target, but it all depends to how much you are risking. If you were to put your stop loss just slightly above this zone, and then you would have got a 1 to 6 risk reward ratio, guys. As you have seen on Forex Factory, I was saying the DXY will sell. Why? Because the CPI percentage, the amount that is it was forecast, it was 0 point uh it was 3.0 percentage, and then what came out, it was 2.0 percentage. That the actual, it was 2.0 percentage that came out. So meaning that it is actually bad for the DXY. That's why it sold like this. Now in this case, let's go to Euro USD. Or let me just quickly go to gold, because I mostly trade gold. As you can see here, on November the 14th, guys. November the 14th, as you can see here. This is CPI. CPI, guys. I remember trading this pair. Let me just quickly zoom in. I remember being on this trade, guys. I show it. I drop it in our free Telegram group. The link is. I mean, you can join for free. You don't have to pay anything to be part of the free Telegram group where I drop all the setups. So it's where I bought. This is where I bought when CPI news release was out. I bought and then I put my stop loss here. It was actually a 1 to 2, a 1 to 3. It was just a 1 to 2, 1 to 3 somewhere there. So I bought here, guys. I bought here because I knew that okay, the CPI percentage that came out, meaning that it is bad for the US dollar, meaning that we are buying the gold, guys. This is the trade that I took on that day, guys, on the 14th, guys. As you can see here, it shows here Tuesday, 14 November at 1300 hours. This is UK time, guys. This is UK time, but the normal time on Forex Factory in Africa, it was at 15:30 p.m. guys. That was the time that the news was released, guys. As you can see there, that was the time that the news was released now. So this is now about CPM. This is CPM now. And then on the unemployment claims again, it was worse for the dollar. It was worse for the dollar, guys, because the unemployment rate was higher. The statistics, the figures that came out that day, it was higher than what is forecast, guys. So, guys, if you like this video or if you have any question regarding what I have discussed in this video, guys, hit drop your comment in the comment section if you have any question regarding what I've discussed, or if you want to join our free Telegram group, the link will be dropped in the comment section, or you can also check in the video description. The link will be there, guys. So, guys, if you like the video, if you liked what I've discussed in this video, hit the like button for your boy. Uh, Share the video so that it can help me out by reaching out the larger audience, by reaching out the people that need this kind of information. So just hit the subscribe button, like the video, share the video, comment down below. And thanks for watching, guys. Bye.